You see this? You see this adamantium? It's Wolverine fucking bullshit. These aren't in stock no more. And he's wearing them on his fucking shins and taking us out. Fucking wanker, mate. With masking tape. With masking tape, you know? He's a weirdo.
Today we've got a couple of meetings. This morning we've got a big meeting with an agent, so I'm looking forward to that. You know, massive agent. So we just want to go and have a little chat about a bit of business for the summer, how we're going to move forward, etc. So I'm looking forward to that. Again, it's a case of working with people that you know and you trust in this industry. Do you know what I mean? Because yes, there's a lot of people that I know, and no, there is not everybody that I would do business with. So you meet the right people that you've known kind of for years, and you kind of trust them, you kind of trust what they're saying, and you kind of know the level of players that they work with. So it makes it that much more easier, because there's nothing worse than someone telling you they have a player, or someone saying to you they've got this player, or this player is available and this player is not available, and all of a sudden you go down the line with it, you do all the work for it, and it doesn't happen. So you know, I learned that long time ago. So for me, it's about sticking with people that you know, people that's been proven, that's been tested. And then, you know, ultimately, once you do your work, it's down to the gods and the clubs to either say, yeah, we're gonna do it, or we're not gonna do it. So, but like I said, the agent I'm meeting today, he's a good guy. He's done a lot of business. Yeah, and it's someone that I really like and I trust. Yeah, training camps have been fantastic. You know, we've been doing it for the last 3-4 weeks now, you know. So we had a pre-season training camp, and you know, what's been amazing is that a couple of lads that was here, they all now gone onto their clubs, and I've had reports back saying that they've been fitted than everyone else that's come back, and which was always the aim, because for me, like I always say to young players, you have to have something that is going to stand you out from everybody else, because it's not about ability at that point, because you all got ability, that's why you're there, right? It's about what extra you're going to bring to the table to let the manager see you. And I think in terms of that, our training camps worked a treat. You know, you look at someone like Benny Ashley Seal, for example, that came in, worked his socks off, absolutely worked his socks off, and he went back to Wolverhampton Wanderers, and within a day or two, you know, he's been complimented on his fitness work and what has he been doing through the off season, and through that he's got himself in with the first team, who have now travelled to Switzerland. So all these kind of things, players have to look at and go, well, this is the kind of stuff that I need in order to progress my career. And I think if you have that mentality along with the ability, then you know it's a recipe that's going to bring success. So. Here at the Marriott, got a big meeting with an agent. We've come here to discuss potential deals for the summer. Obviously, with the World Cup, this being a World Cup year, everything slowed right the way down, which I'm sure you guys can imagine, because, you know, with such a massive event going on, clubs are still holding on to see what players they're going to go for, see what players are going to sell for. So really today, I'm just here at the Marriott to meet one of my colleagues, someone that's big in the game, someone I know, someone that I trust, just to see what we can do. You know, he's got a few things player-wise lined up, so have I, and I just want to see how we can collaborate, which we always do around about this time of the year, and that's what we're coming here to do today. Just imagine that a professional player has reported back to football 2.5 stone overweight. 2.5 stone overweight in this day and age as a professional athlete. How the fuck does that happen? And what's scary, this boy's into his last year of his contract. Now the manager's kicking off saying like, you're coming back in, you're overweight. Of course the manager's gonna be pissed. Wouldn't you be? The problem now comes back round to the agent says, oh, well, you know, have a look around, see if I can get another club. Well, if you're not doing your bit to help yourself, how the hell are we meant to help you? And this is what players need to understand. You have to constantly, as a professional, and the term of being professional is being at your best at all the time. Yes, you can have a couple of weeks holiday, but 2.5 stone, it's mental. So that's what one of my colleagues are phoning me and telling me about one of his clients that he looks after. So it's going to be interesting. I'm waiting for him to call me back to give me the lowdown on that. What can an agent do in this situation? Short of having a magic wand to get the 2.5 stone off him, there's not much else you can do. But you think in this day and age, with where football is at the moment, and the amount of sports science and the amount of gyms that's dotted around everywhere, even if you are on holiday. No one's saying don't have a holiday, but what we're saying is that be professional enough to not to come back 2 stones overweight. You know, so for me it's a very, very difficult situation, and what happens, it puts you in a position which is very awkward, because if a manager doesn't play you now, what are you going to turn around and say? Oh, can you go on and see the club because I'm not playing? Well, you started off on the wrong foot, so therefore the manager's going to go with the people that he knows that are serious and he can trust. It's as simple as that. This is a massive setback, because like I said to you, in this day and age there should be no way a professional athlete should come back to a club 2.5 stones overweight. Unacceptable. And even if you are going away nowadays, trying to tell me there's not a gym or somewhere like you could go for a bike ride, you could go and do a bit, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. Hello. Yeah, but Marsh, there's nothing you can do, pal. There's nothing you could do. Short, like I said, short of having a magic wand, what are you going to do about it? But mate, I don't even think you need to even throw that card in yet. I think what you need to do, like you said, go and sit down with the gaffer, have a chat with him, take the player along in a second meeting, and then sit down collectively in the third meeting and say, listen, you know, what's going on? Where's my future? If the gaffer still doesn't see anything in him after having him in a year in the squad and doesn't see him being in around the first team, then he has to move on, because 23 is not a great reflection on the boy. He's got to be in and around the first team right now. As a professional, your body's the key. Your body's the key to your success. Someone's paying you effectively for you to be in the best shape so you can perform at what you do. And if you're not in the best shape, how the hell are you going to perform? So why should he then have to pay you? Just unbelievable. Listen, if you got injured, I could understand that. But for you to be 2.5 stone overweight, to come back into a club, that's unacceptable. In this day and age, we're not talking about 20, 30 years ago, bro. We're talking now, this day and age. Unbelievable.
How you doing, sir?
Disgusting. So disgusting. 18 players versus 14 players.
There he is, the enforcer now. I'm going to give a shout to Lee. The best goalkeeper by far here.
Mate, it's 5 them. Don't get that. 5, not 3.
He's got twice and he got this.
Come on, Junior.
Listen, left foot
One of the
like
players,
a
mate.
flipping one.
Yeah?
Best team in London.
Oh, Nick, don't start with that.
All those WhatsApps from earlier, they're coming back. All those WhatsApps from earlier.
Are you sponsored now?
They weren't working. Hope these are working.
What?
Macca! James. Go for it. That's enough said. Enough said.
My ankle in that car, so
Yeah,
for a while.
yeah, I was looking for it.
Boy, I've had these for 3 years now. They've done the job, not gonna lie, but obviously wear and tear.
One more.
Right, guys, check the highlights when this guy just flew straight into me when I had the ball. So check the highlights and put it on the WhatsApp.
This is what I'm saying here! This is what I'm saying! Don't fuck about the left foot! Simple! Help Leon! He's got gas!
Where are you facing?
Don't give free kicks away that far. Bring that! That's how we do it! That's how we do it! That's how we do it!
Oi,
When it's 14-30 inside, you don't win.
cameraman, guess what? Them take his silk trousers home. That was 16 or 19 penalty hand. It was 16-15. Mission accomplished, job done. The left foot's nasty. Simple. The left foot's nasty. Simple. Yeah, you're done though, come on. Look, they're broken, look. Take a look, look.
I'm not broken, look at me. I'm not broken, look at me. I'm nice, look at me. Look at me, I'm nice. You understand? I'm nice. I'm not broken, never broken, man.